Whispers of the Wild. The twilight was enchanting, a blend of deep purples and soft pinks sweeping the sky. In the embrace of the forest, two souls lingered, fragments of their lives intertwining like the delicate vines that curled around the trees. Elara, with her wild hair cascading like the waterfalls in the distance, stood at the edge of the secluded grove, her heart dancing to a rhythm only she could hear. Juno, a soul unfettered by boundaries, watched her with a gaze that captured the very essence of longing. Elara, Juno's voice was a murmur, barely breaking the tranquil air that surrounded them. "Why do you look so pained?" Elara turned, her eyes reflecting the dappling of colors above, the twilight obscuring the nuances of her emotions. "Because I want to know you, truly know you, but every time I reach out, I feel you slip away." Juno stepped closer, the coolness of the evening air igniting a spark between them. "You think I slip away? Or is it that you're scared to follow?" Elara ached at the challenge in Juno's words, the way they echoed in her chest like forgotten verses of a song. "What if I fall? Then I'll catch you," Juno replied, a daring glint in her eyes. She held her hands out, palms open, inviting acceptance, proximity, union. Taking a deep breath, Elara took a tentative step forward, feeling the electric tension draw her to Juno. "But what if I fall into too deep a darkness? Then we'll light it up," Juno laughed, a sound like distant bells, ringing with promise. Elara hesitated and then stepped into Juno's space, within the gravity of her orbit. "You speak of light, yet you are my shadow, a beautiful mystery wrapped in the enigma of night." Juno grinned, a flash of mischief combined with the allure of the unknown. "Then let me show you my world where even shadows can dance." With a smile she twirled, the dust settling around them like soft silk, and beckoned for Elara to follow. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the air thickened with the scent of wildflowers and damp earth. Juno guided Elara, leading her to a clearing where the silver moonlight poured like liquid over everything beneath it. "This is it," Juno whispered, her voice dropping to a reverent hush, as if she were introducing Elara to a sacred realm. "This is the boundary of our worlds." They stood amid the wildflowers, tall and bold and alive. Elara's head spun with emotion, Juno's presence anchored her, yet felt as if she could slip through her fingers like the very moonlight that surrounded them. "Will you paint me a picture of you?" Elara asked, longing to peel back the layers, to understand the swirling depths behind Juno's bright eyes. Juno's laughter echoed through the trees, accompanied by a flurry of falling petals from the cherry blossoms above. "You ask for a picture when I am nothing but a feeling." She stepped closer, resting her forehead against Elara's, sending a shiver of intoxication down Elara's spine. "But what I can give you is a taste of the wild." Juno pulled away and began to dance, her movements fluid and unrestrained, encircled by petals swirling like stars. Elara watched, mesmerized, her heart racing in rhythm with the rustling leaves. "Join me, let's uncover who we are beneath the moon's watchful eye." Before she fully understood how it happened, Elara was swept up in Juno's world, twirling through the flowers, barefoot against the cool earth. They moved in sync, their laughter mingling in the air, painting the night with the colors of their joy. With a sudden burst of excitement, Juno reached for Elara, spinning her into the depths of the night. As they fell into one another, breathless from the exhilaration of the dance, Juno pressed a kiss against Elara's lips, a soft whisper of promise. "This is what it feels like to live, to break the boundaries that bind us." Electricity surged through Elara, igniting every nerve. She entwined her arms around Juno's waist, savoring the warmth radiating from her. "But what if the wild consumes us?" "It already has," Juno replied, gazing intensely into Elara's eyes, "and that's the beauty of it. In losing ourselves, we find the parts we didn't know existed." The night unfolded around them, rich with possibility and the sweet tension of discovery. They kissed again, deeper this time, drowning in each other's essence, each touch unraveling the complexity that was humanity, messy and scattered yet profoundly beautiful. Juno pulled back, breaking the spell as she gestured to the sky, painted in hues of indigo and shimmering silver. "You see the stars? They're chaos made beautiful, much like us." "Yes, but chaos that can tear apart," Elara countered, unsure, still tethered to her fears. Or create something new, Juno countered softly, stroking Alara's cheek. Let go of your fear. In this moment, let us become what we truly are, fervent, inexplicable, wild. In that enchanting clearing, amidst the dance of moonlight and wildflowers, Alara surrendered. She drew Juno close, captivated by the intoxicating blend of love and uncertainty. Their souls twined within the magic of the night, two wild hearts refusing to be contained. And as the stars pulsed above, they danced until they became one with the shadows, merging into the vivid mystery of the wild, the whispers of their hearts echoing against the backdrop of infinity. In the depths of that moonlit night, the world around Alara and Juno seemed to dissolve, leaving only the two of them, two wild spirits entwined within an embrace of endless possibility. As they twirled and laughed under the shimmering stars, Alara felt the shackles of her doubts and fears loosening, uncoiling like the vines of the forest around them. I can't believe how free it feels, Alara breathed, her voice a melody threading through the serene night air. Freedom is a dance we must choose, Juno replied, her eyes glowing with a fierce vitality. We can't be anything but ourselves when we're in the wild. Here, ambition, insecurity, they all become whispers in the wind. It's just us. They sank to the ground together, tangled in wildflowers, the sweetness of the earth enveloping them. Alara looked up at Juno, her heart swelling with gratitude and longing. Show me more, Juno. Show me everything. Juno smiled, tracing her finger along Alara's jawline, igniting a trail of warmth that lingered long after she pulled away. Let's explore the hidden paths of the forest, where the moonlight doesn't reach, where magic lives in shadows. Alara nodded, feeling both nervous and exhilarated. Lead the way. Juno rose, her lithe form glowing under the star's soft embrace, and held out her hand. Trust me. As they moved further into the woods, the trees arched overhead, their branches weaving a tapestry of shadow and light. They ventured deeper into the embrace of the forest, with Juno ahead, leading Alara through a labyrinth of winding paths adorned with bioluminescent fungi glimmering like starlight scattered across the ground. What is this? Alara breathed in awe, kneeling down to touch the glowing mushrooms, their light pulsating softly. A secret, Juno whispered, her voice low and teasing, this you won't find on any map. Nature hides its wonders well. Are there more? Alara asked, a spark of excitement igniting within her. Everywhere, Juno replied with a grin, her exuberance contagious. They are waiting for someone curious enough to seek them out. Just like us. Alara's blood thrummed with exhilaration as they ventured further, each step leading them to unexpected sights, hidden groves filled with creatures unknown to Alara, crystals sparkling amidst the foliage like tears of joy shed by the earth itself. She marveled at the beauty that unfolded before their eyes, considering how different everything felt in Juno's presence. Everything was vivid, framed by the essence of the wild, their laughter danced in the night air, echoing as a promise of adventure. Eventually they stumbled upon a small, glimmering pond, the surface reflecting the night sky above like a mirror. This is where the magic happens, Juno said softly, a hint of nostalgia curling around her words. Alara stepped closer, captivated by the serene beauty of the place. What do you mean? Legends say that those who gaze into this water find a deeper part of themselves, Juno explained, pulling Alara beside her. But it reveals truth, you must be ready for what you see. Alara's heart raced, what truth lurked beneath the surface? With a nod, she took a deep breath, leaning toward the calm water. The reflection staring back at her was one of wonder, yet she felt tangled remnants of fear lingering just beneath the surface. Look deeper, Juno encouraged, her voice low and serene. Let the water show you who you are. As Alara focused, she found the surface shimmering, blurring the lines between their two reflections. Suddenly, images began to emerge, a chaotic thread of memories, desires, and dreams. She saw herself growing up, confined by expectations, wearing a mask of compliance that never truly fit. Then, the image shifted, revealing moments of joy intertwined with pain, fragments of love that had once shaped her world. She gasped at the haunting beauty of it all. There's so much. It's all part of you, Juno said softly, squeezing her hand. Your light and your shadows make you whole. Embrace them. As Elara blinked back tears, she realized another truth. Among the swirling images was Juno herself, captivating and profound, a figure who had brought life back to the dull edges of her existence. "You," Elara whispered, breathless. "You've changed me." "Only because you allowed me to," Juno replied, her gaze unwavering. "The wildness in you was already there, waiting for release. You just needed to find your courage." Elara straightened, a resolve building within her. She looked back into the water, no longer afraid. "I want to own my truth, to embrace every part of who I am and who I can be, wild and beautiful, just like you." With a gentle smile, Juno pulled Elara closer, wrapping her arms around her. "Then let the wild live inside you. Make the whole world your canvas." The two stood there, immersed in their moment, the world around them fading away. They kissed, an intoxicating fusion of softness and urgency, their surroundings flickering with energy. The pond mirrored their affection, shimmering like a portal into the depths of their intertwined souls. As the kiss deepened, Elara felt herself changing, their connection forging a bond that transcended explanation. She was alive, vibrant, the forest thrumming with the pulse of life alongside her. They pulled away, breathless, each knowing their journey together was only just beginning. Hand in hand, they left the pond, stepping back into the forest with renewed purpose. The night was alive with secrets, and together, they would explore them all, no fears, only the wild and the infinite promise of love. "Where to next?" Elara asked, her excitement blossoming. "Follow me, and I will show you the heart of the wild," Juno replied, her eyes sparkling like the stars above. Elara took a deep breath, filled with the sweet scent of adventure. No longer hesitant, she followed Juno into the unknown, ready to embrace every twist and turn, every shadow and shimmer, knowing that in the arms of the wild, she was finally free. With the thrill of adventure coursing through her veins, Elara followed Juno deeper into the forest, guided by the soft murmurs of the wild surrounding them. Each step felt like a dance on the edge of the extraordinary. The moon hung high, bathing them in silver light, and the world around them came alive, whispering secrets only the brave dared to uncover. As they moved forward, Juno led them to a towering ancient oak, its gnarled branches stretching toward the heavens, adorned with hanging moss that swayed gently in the night breeze. "This is the wise one," Juno named the tree, placing her hand against the rough bark, her touch reverent. "It's said that if you listen closely, you can hear the whispers of nature echoing through its roots." Elara approached the tree, pressing her palm against the cool bark, closing her eyes as she focused her mind. She imagined the heart of the tree, its roots digging deep into the earth, connecting it with history, life, and growth. She could almost sense the energy pulsing within it, a wisdom accumulated through ages, a reminder of the strength that lay hidden in the gentle, unyielding embrace of nature. "What do they say?" Elara asked, curious about the ancient secrets the tree might impart. "They say that to know the wild is to understand yourself," Juno replied softly, echoing Elara's thoughts. "It's about finding your place in the tapestry of life. For every soul intertwines with others, what's lost, what's gained. It's all connected." Taking a deep breath, Elara opened her eyes, filled with renewed determination. "Then let's discover our place in that tapestry." With Juno by her side, they began to explore more, winding through clusters of iridescent flowers and dense thickets. The forest revealed winding paths that twisted and turned, teasing them with glimpses of the unknown. In the shadows, they stumbled upon an enchanting glen dotted with bioluminescent fireflies, their light dancing like tiny stars fallen from the heavens. "Let's catch one." Elara giggled, her heart light with the pure joy of the moment. Juno laughed, throwing her head back, her laughter blending seamlessly with the night air. "You're on." They chased after the flickering lights, their hands outstretched in playful pursuit. Elara felt giddy, her worries trailing behind her like forgotten whispers. Together they tumbled through the greenery, eluding the fireflies' evasive flight, their giggles echoing like music through the woods. "Look!" Juno pointed excitedly as she finally caught one, cupping it gently in her palms. "See how it glows? It's magic contained within a delicate shell." Elara crouched beside her, watching in awe as Juno raised her hands closer to her face, her expression softening. "I wish I could keep it forever," she mused, her voice quiet. "But creatures like this need to be free to shine. Just like us," Elara whispered, admiring the firefly's soft light. Juno looked at Elara, captivated by the strength in her gentleness. "Exactly. We must find our freedom, not just in this place but within ourselves. Look at what you've done tonight, every step we've taken has been a leap into the unknown." Elara felt a rush of warmth bloom in her chest. "I couldn't have done it without you. You've shown me how to embrace the wild." With a smile, Juno carefully opened her hands, allowing the firefly to rise into the air. It lingered for a fleeting moment before darting away, joining its companions, painting the darkness with luminous spots of joy. As they watched the creature vanish into the night, Elara turned to Juno, her excitement bubbling over. "What else is out there waiting for us?" Juno took Elara's hand, a firm yet tender grip that sent sparks of connection coursing through her. "Wait and see." They wandered further into the glen, discovering a hidden pool surrounded by smooth stones and shimmering leaves. The water reflected the cosmic blanket above, creating an illusion of infinity. Juno approached the edge and Elara followed. "Do you want to swim?" Juno asked, glancing back with a playful challenge dancing in her eyes. "Here." Elara's heart raced at the thought, the coolness of the water enticing, yet foreign. "I'll go in first," Juno declared, her laughter bubbling forth as she began to untie her clothes, shedding layers like the old fears holding Elara back. She slipped into the water, laughter echoing like an anthem of freedom. "Join me, Elara. Feel how invigorating it is." Elara felt the warmth of the moment and the pull of Juno's embrace. With a flutter of excitement mixed with trepidation, she began to follow suit. Every part of her wanted to retreat, to cling to her comfort, but Juno's wild spirit beckoned her to fly. Upon entering the water, the night enveloped them in cool serenity, and Elara gasped at the shock of it, but then embraced it, letting the coolness wash away her inhibitions. She dipped her head under, surfacing with droplets cascading down her forehead, her laughter harmonizing with Juno's. In that pond under the brilliant moon, the world melted away as they splashed and played, their giggles echoing through the trees like a lullaby. The water sparkled around them, mirroring the stars above, free, wild, and beautiful. Elara, feeling the exhilarating freedom envelop her, turned to Juno, their eyes locking in a shared moment of joyous understanding. Without words, they moved closer, drawn into each other's warmth against the coolness of the water. They stood facing one another, their connection stronger than the depths surrounding them. In that suspended moment, Elara leaned closer, her heart racing as she brushed her lips against Juno's. The kiss, soft at first, ignited like the fireflies, a radiant spark, growing bolder and deeper. The pool around them rippled with energy, every splash an echo of their passion. When they finally parted, breathless, Elara felt illuminated, radiant, as if she had emerged anew. "We are part of this wild," she whispered, her heart full, her body alive with adrenaline. Juno smiled, nodding in agreement, her eyes shining like the stars above them. "And there's no turning back. We're limitless now." With that understanding lingering in the air, they were ready to explore not only the wilds of nature but the wilderness within themselves, where every emotion, every heartbeat, sang a song of courage and love. Hand in hand, they stepped out of the water, drying off under the moonlight, the magic of the night pulling them closer and deeper into their journey, together as one. Their laughter echoed through the trees, a testament to their newfound freedom, a vibrant hymn that would ripple through the fabric of the universe, embracing every shadow and light that lay ahead.